times, give it a little bit of gas, stick with the carbs, fires up first kick, stone cold. Hey, we do a drive-by yet? Gotta do a drive-by on this, man. Absolutely. What's happening, guys? Feast your eyes on this classic 1978 Triumph 750 Bonneville. A lot of people don't know this, but the Triumph Motorcycle Manufacturing Company was actually in business longer than Harley-Davidson. They actually had their first production model in 1902. So they had been in business about 80 years when this bike was made in 1978. This is one of those rare opportunities to buy a classic that has original paint on the tank. Very hard to find with original paint, and in my opinion, one of the finer colors. The bright red with the birch white with the black pinstripe, has the gold Bonneville logos on the side, has a matching gold 5-speed logo on the back, gold logo on the back of the seat, and we just put a brand new gold chain on it to kind of tie the whole thing together. Just a stunning piece. Nice chrome front fender, chrome rims. Brings back memories for me. If you know me well, you know the story. I had my first brush with the law on a Triumph. Little brother to this one, the Daytona 500. I actually got caught riding one without a license when I was 15 years old on the straight. So in any event, had a little juvie court experience there. But my older brother, at that point when I was 15, he was 17, and he went out and bought the same bike. It's actually the 77 model, a blue and silver one. Very similar to this, actually pretty much the twin to this one. Just a fantastic piece. They're great handling bikes. With the right rider on this bike, it'll do a 3-gear wheelie all the way up this hill. They're performance oriented. They're sport bikes, more of a sport bike than a touring bike. Plenty of power for 2-up touring, sport touring, with the pegs on the back. Nice long comfy seat. And this bike's just been gone through by us here at Kaplan Cycles, and also Jeff at All Sport Cycles did some work on the bike for us too. It has brand new Dunlop period correct, actually the same model tire that originally came with, I do believe. They're Dunlop K70s on the front and rear with less than 20 miles. New tubes. The brake system's been gone through. The master cylinder and the brake calipers have been rebuilt. Disc brakes front and rear. The bike's got a brand new battery on it. It's got a brand new reproduction seat on it from Wassel. A beautiful seat. It's about a $300 seat. The exhaust system looks to be in brand new condition. In fact, this may be a new exhaust. It came to us with this exhaust on here. This may be a reproduction system. I can't really tell, but it isn't like new condition. So our work order combined with the previous owner's work, over $3,000 has been invested in the preservation services on this bike, if you will. The tires, tubes, the chain, the seat. The carbs have been rebuilt, new air filters, new oil, new spark plug caps. Let me grab the work order so I don't forget anything. I did bring out the comprehensive motorcycle pricing guide also, to give you an idea of what the Blue Book value of this bike in #1 condition is right now. They show the #1 condition, Triumph T140V, at $10,000, and the #2 at $8,000. I highlighted it for you there. You can find that online. Also, comprehensive vintage motorcycle price guide. The NADA actually lists it a little bit lower at around 60. I think it was 6,500 in the NADA, but in any event, on the low end, 6,000, and on the high end, 10,000. Somewhere in the middle is about what the street value of this bike is now. It has original factory badges on it, which are really awesome looking chrome with like a birch white and black Triumph, swooping Triumph logo on there. Has original shocks on it. The rubbers on the foot pegs are in mint condition, as is on the kicker. There's no indication the bike was ever dropped. The passenger pegs look to be brand new, as do the grips. The levers are in excellent condition, and the original bars are in good condition. The original front fender is in nice shape, as is the rim. The fork lowers are nicely polished. Just shows really beautiful and rides nice. I was just zooming down the road, 5th gear, cruising along. It's a great ride. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Again, new battery, new condensers. The tank was de-rusted with the Evapo-Rust, so the inside of the tank is really clean. We use a product called Evapo-Rust. New spark plugs, new VP non-ethanol fuel, 2 new fuel petcocks replacing the originals after the tank was cleaned. The battery obviously was replaced, and the petcocks were installed. The condenser was installed. The carburetors were removed, cleaned and tuned, and installed in the bike, and later adjusted even further a second time. It's got new spark plugs on it. We cleaned the points, set the timing, installed the condenser. Further down the work order, replaced the instrument bulbs, replaced the kicker bolt nut, replaced the choke cable, and did the minor carb adjustment a second time. The new gold chain was installed. Oil was changed. Pretty much that's about it. Bike's been thoroughly detailed top to bottom by our details specialists here at the New England Motorcycle Museum. The bike was originally, when it came in, steam cleaned, and then hand washed. All the chrome's been polished. The leather conditioner was put on the seat. The cylinder was painted the black high temp. The triple clamps were touched up. The tins were waxed. The controls were touched up a bit and polished. And the chain guide was touched up, and it was given what we call a rotisserie detail, which is a full top to bottom steam cleaning and polishing of all the metal surfaces and everything on the bike. Total hours in the service department was 9 hours, 7.5 hours with Jeff Castine working on it, so 16.5 hours of mechanical work and 10.5 hours in the detail shop, for a total of 27 hours of labor plus parts. And it's got the new tires on there. It's a $3,000 service investment on a classic original Triumph Bonneville. Buy with insurance. This is a good investment quality classic. Would love to leave it here on display in the museum exactly like it is. That's where it's going. Going over the bike closely, you can see some of the patina on the original paint. Now this paint's 42 years old, and it's got some cracking on the birch white paint, and you can see this is a hand applied original pinstripe. There's some variance in the thickness of it and the condition of it, because it's a hand applied, not by a machine. And you can see the patina mostly in the white. The red actually held up a little bit better than the white. I would not repaint this bike. A 50-year-old antique is worth more with original paint than it is repainted. The side covers are in beautiful shape. The Bonneville badge shows nicely, as does the aluminum on the side cover. Still has the original gold paint in the engine case cover here. The bolts are real nice. Has the side stand along with the center stand intact, which is great. Original chain guides intact. You get the idea, folks. It's a beautiful Triumph. If you have any questions, give us a call. Good luck bidding on this bike. And as always, God bless America, and long live the Queen.